block of concrete. And the precision to drop it wherever it wants.
This pulverizer is designed for heavy demolition jobs where you have very thick sections of concrete that need to be pulverized on a large carrier.
These teeth pack a punch of 8,500 kilograms per square centimetre. That's over double the jaw power of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. The jaws have vertical rows of teeth, 4 serrated rows on top, 5 on the bottom. This huge amount of surface area allows it to crush any building material up to 1.5 meters thick, and the jaws are replaceable, so they always stay razor sharp. This versatile tool can even be used as a battering ram with a hammering force of more than 8,000 Newton meters, enough to flatten a 1.5 meter filing cabinet to 12 centimeters. But to get the pulverizer going, it needs power. And that might behind the bike is a 6-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine of 697 horsepower. That's more than a Lamborghini Murcielago SV. But the machine doesn't come without danger, and being run over is the #1 cause of death.
With the machine as large as this is, the visibility is limited. You just have to be very careful what you do and where you move to. Somebody get behind you. You have to watch out for yourself as well as the people around you, because anything could happen.
Today's first job is to crush debris from around the corner of the old mill. In the past, this debris would have been loaded into trucks and taken off to a landfill site. And this is not the cheap option, as the demolition companies have to pay dumping fees.
We can't afford to bring stuff to landfills. It's a fortune now to get rid of it. Landfills don't want the stuff.
But the concrete pulverizer can turn this debris into cash. This is because its jaws can sort and load the materials, which can then be sold. And one person's trash is another person's treasure. The granite blocks are crushed and sold as hardcore. The wood, bricks and iron are sold as salvage.
Our goal on a job is to come out at the end with 90% recycled.
The concrete pulverizer quickly demolished the mill's wood framing and concrete foundation. Now it's up against a much tougher opponent, granite. Granite is primarily quartz and feldspar, two of the hardest minerals on Earth. To demonstrate just how formidable granite is, we're subjecting it to a hailstorm of 5mm bullets, which travel at 850 meters per second. Even under these extreme conditions, granite refuses to break, while the breeze blocks below it are completely destroyed. After 8 direct hits, the granite is barely scratched. When the granite is subjected to a crushing force of 250,000 kilograms, the boulder doesn't stand a chance. The pulverizer can withstand that kind of force and not break itself because it's built with 7 types of heat-treated steel.
The steel in this pulverizer is actually thicker and stronger than the upper hull structure in an M1 Abrams main battle tank.
The concrete pulverizer goes head-to-head against a motley crew of cast-iron columns, wooden beams and reinforced concrete. It has munched through granite and sorted through iron, but now it's about to hit a wall.
We're going to take the front face of this building down. It's a concrete wall approximately 3 foot thick, so it's very strong.
The concrete pulverizer has bitten off more than it can chew. Its jaws are too narrow to swallow the wall's hull.
The tool is powerful enough, but it's not big enough, or shall we say wide enough. Probably only take down a small section, I'd say one column or two. It just won't work.
The situation could be fatal. The more pieces created during a demolition, the greater chance of a collapse, crushing Eddie in the cabin.
He starts putting little pushes on it. I'm afraid of another piece coming in at the machine and the operator and him getting injured because he's right under it on the inside of the footprint.
The men's solution is simple but effective. Widen the jaw's surface area by clamping onto a steel beam. It will turn the jaws into a 4.5 metre wide battering ram. Now to demolish the wall. As the dust clears, we can see how successful the job is.
With the I-beam inside of the pulverizer, it went absolutely perfect, and that wall really didn't stand a chance.
The concrete pulverizer, it rips into any building material, then turns the wreckage into gold. As the concrete pulverizer cleans up, just down the coast in Pennsylvania, a huge paperweight is beating the earth to a pulp.
This is Big Stuff Month on Discovery Channel.